tribal or the cedar wood, basically natural cedar wood. That's from Massachusetts, locally from Holyoke Community College. Piece of leftover that was at the Bartley Center for since 2001, I think, somewhere around here. But now it's transformed into a tribal. And basically what I'm doing is just work on the design that Mother Nature creates. Just working with the shape of the wood. And with a steady focus and very relaxed, I'm able to do this. Basically what I'm doing now is go back over areas that I did before. To go for more depth. As you notice, my work table is just a regular piece of block of wood with a nail that goes through it. Cedar tends to be a very spiritual wood. I would say unique because of the holder that it has. And it's a very delicate wood to work on. Basically what I'm doing just is switching my chisels as I go along. Taking away the negative part of the material here. Usually pieces like these take me a couple of days to create. But at this moment here, I'm trying to go really slow and to get more detail in it, so this piece here will take me a little longer. And you notice that I basically don't use a clamp to hold my piece because I'm going the traditional way of carving, just the same way those craftsmen centuries ago usually work. Making their own tools to create the design or patterns that they want. So basically at times they focus on using different type of objects. Like with the Taino Indians, as you notice that they use a lot of stones for their carving. Whilst the African sculptures, they tend to use woolen things like woolen wooden files that they make in different shapes of chisels to create their pieces. It's a lot of fun doing this. If you really want something to think about really doing a workshop, just to feel the relaxation that you get from carving. Take you away from all the stress and bring you into this nice and peaceful world. I don't think about nothing in material things. So basically what I'm doing is I'm working on the nose section, taking out all the excess. If you notice, the color of the wood is just really gorgeous. And basically the entire thing was like that. So you have to have a great imagination. You have to have a great inspiration, and to look into the tree and says, well, in every tree lives a spirit. So basically what I'm going to do is to release the spirit from this tree. So I started a couple of days ago, yesterday, designing this piece. I still have a lot more to do. But as you notice that you got to do things gradually when you carve to see more. I basically think that people tend to do things in a rush, and when you rush things, you tend to lose focus. So I rather the story about the bee and the wasp, because those are really positive stories. The bee, he creates honey, but as you know, the wasp, we always bite. So his first thing is to really destroy you. So I rather to really make some honey or create something from the wood I'm talking about, more than to actually destroy it. The second process of this whole piece here is to get a finishing product. So the other step that you have to do, as you notice, that you have to do some sanding. We're going to do some sanding after you finish carve. Maybe we can add a beard. We can do some hairstyle on top of the head here. And then after doing that, the wood got to be sealed for maybe purposes like, for example, if you leave it outside and it rains, the water doesn't penetrate in the pores of the wood to destroy the sculpture itself. So those are things that you have to do. But I figure in another few days, this piece will be a masterpiece and will actually end up in my collection. Back to some other collections or some additional pieces that you will find at a Species of Earth gallery and studio. As you know, it's a very multicultural studio that you come to, and you can find different cultures from all over the world, which I try to explain in these two pieces here. This piece is called the Sacrifice Bearer, and it's Egyptian relief carving that it's been done for quite a while, but as you notice, it's being sanded, because in order for you to have a finished product, you have to basically do some sanding on it. And what I learned about the Egyptians, they really carve in different ways. They do inlaid carving, and they also do regular relief carving. So this is a regular relief carving piece that you see right here. One is a flute here, and this is an harp right here. But you look on the different situations that these persons sitting in and performing. Everything with this piece, one thing I like about it, it's very well balanced. You can look in the background and you can see the waves as music goes, and you can see that they're all relaxed to do what they're doing. This one is the second one will be sanded and be up on the internet. If you actually want to get to my webpage coming up, it's eltonswoodart.com. Coming soon, you will feature the whole gallery, and I will be featuring some workshops with different students here. And if you love it, maybe you should just really come down and visit the Species of Earth Gallery in Granby, Massachusetts. Well, back in the Species of Earth Gallery, again, you can find different commissions from the art that Elton does. This is basically a sign that is, the wording is trade routes, honoring global art, music, and culture. This is basically just a picture of a card that I enlarge and carve it out, and what is called a MDF board. This piece was a challenge to get all the artistic design of the tree in the middle. And then all the letters are being carved in a special style, special design. If you are interested again in customized signs, this is another thing that Elton really specializes in. So again, you can give Elton a call. Possible at here, code 413-467-2867, and for more information. Thanks. Okay, again, we are behind the gallery, and behind the gallery is a garden. And in the garden, this piece of work I started for about 3-4 months ago, trying to figure out what was in this tree. This piece of wood, I have it for quite a while. I found it in Connecticut, Hartford, and right on the street side. And it was a cedar wood, which inspires me so much to work with. And so I picked it up and bring it here, and I've been sitting here for this long time. And 3 months ago, I decided that I'm going to do some work on this piece. So I created the 4 kings instead of the 3 kings. And eventually, this piece will become completed, but I still have quite a much more time to work on this piece. This piece, as you notice, the forms, they are dressed in robes. One of the king, he have his hands clasped like he's praying. And this creates a togetherness, because I actually want to see this more in the world. Instead of hate, why don't we love each other and help each other as we go along the way. And as you look on the further